Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, the place where South African politics gets unpacked, exposed, and sometimes even roasted. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss a moment of what's really going down behind the scenes. Now, let's get into today's story, and trust me, it's a spicy one. So, over the last few days, something strange has been happening in Pretoria. President Cyril Ramaphosa has been holding a string of unannounced, behind-the-scenes meetings with South Africa's most powerful law enforcement figures. These meetings weren't publicized, weren't part of his official schedule, and there was no press coverage. Not even a staged handshake outside the union buildings. Zilch. Now, according to a bombshell Sunday Times report, these secret meetings involved Police Minister Senzo Mchunu, National Police Commissioner General Fannie Masemola, and KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner Lt Gen Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, a name that keeps popping up in all the right, or should I say wrong, conversations. But here's where things get more interesting. Right before these hush-hush meetings began, Ramaphosa reportedly received a set of highly sensitive documents. The nature of these documents is still under wraps, but insiders say they expose serious tensions in the police command structure. We're talking about breakdowns in leadership, political meddling, and even suspicions of conflicting loyalties inside the country's law enforcement and intelligence branches. Let's not sugarcoat it. This looks bad. When the President of the Republic calls secret emergency meetings with the nation's top cops and avoids putting them on his schedule, that's not business as usual. That's political fire control. Or worse, a prelude to something bigger. Sources close to the presidency have hinted that Ramaphosa is treating the situation with serious attention and is personally involved in sifting through the intelligence. That means one of two things. Either the president is preparing to take drastic action to reset the internal security structures, or, and this is the darker option, he's trying to keep a lid on something explosive until he figures out how to spin it. Now let's talk about Lt Gen Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. He's not just another uniform. This is a man who has publicly voiced frustration over political interference in the police force. Yes, publicly. In South African politics, that's like walking into a crocodile enclosure with a stick and poking the biggest one in the eye. He said in the past that he struggles to do his job due to constant interference from unnamed forces. And he's been very clear, he's not backing down. Just recently, he was seen alongside activist Jacinta Ngobis, in a move that was interpreted by many as a message, I'm independent, and I'm not afraid to speak. You can imagine how that went down in Pretoria. Now, many believe Mkhwanazi might be at the center of whatever's causing alarm in the presidency. Is he being punished for being too honest? Or, plot twist, is he being considered for a bigger role because of that same honesty? Don't forget, the ANC is under pressure. Crime is skyrocketing. Cash-in-transit heists are becoming a daily event. Gang violence in the Cape is out of control. And after the July 2021 unrest, which exposed just how fragile South Africa's security coordination really is, Ramaphosa cannot afford another disaster. Remember when crime intelligence dropped the ball so hard during the unrest that we all asked, do we even have intelligence agencies? And now, with Mkhwanazi being outspoken and gaining public sympathy, and General Masemola's leadership being quietly questioned in the background, it feels like Ramaphosa is walking a tightrope. One wrong move, and you could trigger an all-out turf war inside the police. One bold move, and you could shake the rot loose, but at what political cost? There's also speculation that certain factions inside the ANC are attempting to undermine Ramaphosa's grip on the security apparatus. Let's not forget, some elements inside law enforcement have historically had political loyalties, some dating back to the Zuma years. That's not a conspiracy, that's public record. Just look at how slow some corruption investigations have been moving, and who they mysteriously never touch. Could it be that Ramaphosa is trying to clean house, but he can trust the very people meant to carry out the cleanup? Some insiders believe this is a quiet attempt at a reset, replacing leadership in key provinces, particularly KwaZulu-Natal, where political tensions are always running hot. Remember, KZN is still seen as Jacob Zuma's stronghold. And if you control the police in KZN, you control the political narrative on the ground. If Mkhwanazi is caught in the crossfire of national power struggles, then this isn't just about crime stats or missed meetings. This is a chess game, and the security cluster is now the board. So, what happens next? There's growing belief that Ramaphosa may soon announce a reshuffle, not just in cabinet, but inside the police hierarchy too. We could see retirements, reassignments, or suspensions dressed up as early exits. But the question remains, will it fix anything? Or just change the names on the office doors while the problems fester? One thing is certain, the public is watching. After all, we're the ones suffering the consequences when leadership fails. We see it in the hijackings, the load shedding, the corruption, and the collapsing faith in public institutions. We're the ones footing the bill while political factions play musical chairs. And with each secret meeting, each leaked briefing, and each silent handshake, South Africans are left asking the same question: who really runs this country's security, the constitution, or political loyalty? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Is Mkhwanazi a hero or a scapegoat? Is Ramaphosa gearing up for reform, or is he just buying time? Make sure you hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe for more deep dives into South Africa's political theatre. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay informed, and as always, see you next time.